Hi, how are you? Welcome in this quick video, which is in the car. Actually, I'm trying to make videos outdoor. It may be more fresh and air like that. Okay, today we will talk about TOC Chat. It is the title for the video. TOC Chat because total of at first total organic carbon TOC is abbreviation for total organic carbon. I'm naming it as chat because actually scientific talk or like that is a big responsibility actually, and I'm trying to respect it as I can. So even uh, I have experience in this analysis type of analysis, total organic carbon, but I'm not saying that I can talk like professors or like that. Uh, it is actually we should make respect for everything. I believe in that actually. I wrote some things. I will show it now. I will show you it now. Okay, and okay, we will start with the definition. As I said, TOC, T for total, O organic, C carbon. Okay. Uh, Actually, total organic carbon is a type of analysis. Actually, this analysis is for measuring it represents the contaminants in water, for example, in any samples and many samples like that. Liquid samples. It may be applied for wastewater, also for drains, juices, medicines, and pharma. Any liquid sample we can apply, and every sample has method, but the instrument actually is very simple. So total organic carbon is analysis is measured by instrument called, of course, uh, as we talk about TOC. So the instrument is TOC analyzer. This analyzer, and before we proceed, I will allow me to show you the small writing. Okay, just a minute. Okay, here we are. Allow me to talk about fasting. Actually, my first video, not start. My previous video was a start. The second video supposed to be about VOC analysis and polymers, but I preferred to talk about my experience first, because this will not need a lot of preparation, as VOC or this topic is somewhat new for me, and I need more reference and like that. Okay, we will talk about TOC. TOC, organic carbon, total, as I said. For example, if we talk about to look familiar in our nature, what is carbon and what is organic? Okay, if we consider the piece of coal, which is converted into carbon, or not converted, it represents carbon, organic carbon in the nature. You know, a carbon is atom, like oxygen, hydrogen. So we went we when we talk about carbon, we talk about any organic resources, mud, sand, coal, even tree leaves, all things that come in contact with liquid. For example, here most famous, of course, water. So any leaves drop in water, any stones, any sand, any mud that water passes by, it represents organic carbon and increase organic carbon. So when we measure organic carbon in a sample of water from a river, for example, we find a specific value for the carbon. This value increase in winter, for example. because in winter the organic carbon increases as mud increase, humidity, as leaves fall increase. This is some of simple reasons. I'm not going deep scientifically, but I'm talking trying to be simple and to add information as I can after that in more detailed videos. I'm planning for that. But I need, of course, more references for that, and I will make some more research, because experience alone is not enough, and references alone also is not enough. We should combine the two. Sorry for my long talk. I'll try to be more focused. Okay, so here, as you see, a coal plant converted into carbon. This carbon atom is oxidized by air, or oxidation by air into CO2. But actually, I don't remember. I wrote this air, but I don't remember. It is not its place. But okay, let's talk about the analyzer. This is a general idea, but we'll transfer now into on the analyzer. Okay, the main concept of the TOC analyzer is the conversion of carbon into CO2 by the mean of, okay, the next page, okay, oxidation, mainly by UV persulfate or combustion. This is actually every technique, if we call it technique, UV persulfate is an instrument, and combustion is an instrument, special model of an instrument, and UV persulfate also as another model. UV persulfate let's start with UV persulfate oxidation. This depends on oxidation of the carbon in the sample by the mean of UV lamp accompanied by persulfate or aided by persulfate, where persulfate is a organic a liquid reagent, which actually differs according to the instrument. There is ammonium persulfate or sodium persulfate. This is the main resources. Actually, it depends on chemical formulas. This is, I think, will be in video. We call it beginning of the TOC. This is chat, like an but sorry, I said Arabic word. Sorry, I will make also subtitles in Arabic. And I as many languages as I can. I'll try to make many languages in the CC here, subtitles. Okay, and actually I'll try to make videos in Arabic also. Sorry, I go out of the subject because I wanted to explain this point or plans, hoping that attract you. And my main target is to satisfy or make something useful, actually. Not the number of likes or like that. Actually, I'm trying to make something useful, really. I'm working on that. And I believe that we can do, and we can help together to make something like that. Okay, let's go quickly to the UV persulfate. But also, before I forget, I'll try to make videos for English by the Arabic by the way, as I told about Arabic, I'll try to make English as a study. Of course, I'm not qualified to be English teacher or like that. I'm just studying with you but I have a passion for English and languages generally. Strong passion actually for learning. So I want to share this with you. Studying. So I will make these videos in English and in Arabic. This is my plan also. Okay, let's return. So as we said, oxidation by UV persulfate or combustion. UV persulfate depends on UV lamp and persulfate. Persulfate uh, is a chemical reagent, as I said. It converts the carbon into CO2, help in oxidation of carbon actually into CO2, where simply oxidation is addition of oxygen atom. So we have carbon, we add to it oxygen, so it becomes CO2. This is this is occurs by UV and persulfate together, where UV produces special wavelengths and persulfate produces something. Actually, I didn't want to ruin details, but I'll simply try to explain small point. Persulfate is a source of SO4. SO4. is sulfur. O oxygen, of course. 4. This is sulfate. This help in the oxidation of carbon. Let's write it as equation. Actually, I should write equation to make it more clear. So C plus oxygen oxygen give me CO2. Okay. Okay. There's uh, promise I'll do my best in next videos to explain this in details. But actually, hoping this video, this is starting in a chat or video, make entrance and make it easier after that for more detailed videos. Okay, persulfate. Okay, as I wrote here, oxygen source, where oxygen is in here in SO4. Okay, this is oxygen. Okay, so let us okay. Let's us talk about combustion. Enough for UV persulfate. We will talk about combustion. Here, the oxidation, the same target of UV persulfate, also same target for combustion. We want to convert C into CO2. Okay. Okay, here both serve same purpose, CO2. Okay. After we here talk about instrument, as we said at the beginning, TOC analyzer. It's an instrument. So when we want to talk about an instrument, we have something we call it sampler, which takes the sample like water, liquid, any liquid, this withdraw sample and pass it through the reactor which includes the two types as we said, UV combustion. Okay, I don't want to talk about company names. There are famous companies. Okay, Japanese companies, American, many famous company in the field of TOC analyzers. German, of course, many companies. Okay. Um, Actually, I here also forgive me. After that I will put references at the end of any video. But actually, I'm trying to study or to understand more what we can say in name and what we can't. I'm trying to be very precise in in these points actually. So I'm not hiding or don't want to say the companies or like that, but I am eager or keen. I'm keen always on being professional or and making right things. I don't want to, the intellectual properties, all properties, private properties, public properties. We should respect these. Actually, I believe in that. Okay. Um, and of course, together, I like your any advices from you. Actually, I like and waiting, of course, and looking for estimate and highly appreciate If you have any comments about the explanation or about, as I said, mentioning references. Sorry for language. As I said in the start video, I'm trying to enhance all the time. Okay. So as I said, sorry, I am go outside. I will be promise in next videos I will be more organized. Just starting videos, so sorry confused, but I will be more organized in the next video. Promise I will work on that. Okay. As we see the sampler, any analyzer actually, there are many analyzers like TOC, VOC, FTIR, GC, which is gas chromatography, LC, liquid chromatography. All analyzers depends on general idea, sampler, reactor, which reaction occur, and detector. So here, detector, which detects the compounds the analyzer made for. Any analyzer is made for detection of some elements, some contaminants, some elements, some contaminants, um, many things. Actually, is discovery in the field of medicine, field of pharma, field of environmental. This is the aim actually, and actually the joy of the analysis is you find the truth and you are searching the truth. Okay, let's go in the subject. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, so as analyzer, okay, sampler, reactor, and detector. Here detector is NDIR, okay, or conductivity. Again, this is a type of an instrument, and conductivity detector another type of an instrument. As my knowledge, I think there is no instrument collecting the two detectors, and I think no. So usually you will find an instrument which is UV persulfate with NDIR or conductivity detector. This is a type of an instrument, and you will find instrument also with combustion with NDIR or conductivity. So we can roughly say that we have, I think, but of course, companies is competing together and making actually combinations, amazing combinations. But the general, we have UV persulfate with NDIR detector or conductivity detector. This is two types till now, two types. So, and we have combustion with NDIR detector or conductivity detector. So total four types. If we say, but sorry, forgive me. This is good. I wrote. Sorry, we have general three types because yes, I didn't see actually very combustion with conductivity detector. Combustion is with NDIR. This is actually scientifically for a simple reason because NDIR is an abbreviation for non-dispersive infrared detector, which is measure both low and high range of concentrations. At the end, we measure carbon, as we said, carbon in ppm, starting from ppb or ppt, part per trillion, reaching to passing by part per billion, reaching part per millions, which is highest range of concentration. So NDR is useful for the we can say the complete range from PPT to PPM. But conductivity actually works well for a range of PPT till PPM only. So, and we can say that conductivity reach roughly also 50 ppm, 50 ppm. From low as we can say 1 ppt to 50 ppm. But in the R, the four range we have from ppt ppm. Okay, ppm in thousands, maybe 2000. By the references, I will mention the actual numbers. Okay, but roughly here, PPT to, okay, from the NDR conductivity. So NDR here by combustion, And combustion, of course, is for the high range and low range also, of course, but we can't find conductivity because combustion, no one buy combustion instrument for analyzing low range only. Of course, when we buy combustion, we use it for high range also, which is in wastewater, for example, which reaches uh, thousands, as we said, 2,000, 3,000 ppm part per million or milligram per liter. Okay, so I hope it was useful. Okay, we'll continue. But this there's acidification. Oh, yes, I forgot to mention that because and not only oxidation occurs, there is only acidification to help in the oxidation, and so the acidification step before oxidation to help in to help. Okay, to help in oxidation actually. Acidification here by phosphoric acid. Okay, phosphoric acid. So simply we want now to abbreviate. I didn't write that. I will talk it. Okay, I will write it to abbreviate too much talk. Actually, it was a long chat for me. Sorry for that. I will be more short after that. So, as a summary here, summary. So I'll write it even in the title of the video. We can start if we if some people, of course, a lot of people are professional in TOC. They can start this video from the minute 22. I'm saying that from now because I'm sorry for any long talk in the first 20 minutes. Okay, summary. Carbon oxidized into CO2. This is occurs by analyzer, which of course is T sorry TOC. Okay, this analyzer, okay, and a new TOC analyzer. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Some. Okay, TOC analyzer is by combustion or NDIR. UV ultraviolet with aid of persulfate reagent to reach detector, which is NDIR here in the case of combustion NDIR only, and UV persulfate. Okay, in UV persulfate NDIR or NDIR or conductivity cell conductivity. Okay, for the people, great people who are still starting TOC, actually, I think you can find this chat and this last page. Sorry for my long talk. Uh, I think, and I hope to find this page useful and this video useful as a starting point. Okay. This is very abbreviate and actually summary of long experience for years about working on TOC along with other instruments. Thank you for your listening and your patience, and hoping to see you in next videos and working together to be fruitful. Let us be fruitful. Thank you. Wanna be fruitful. All of us want to be fruitful. Thank you very much. See you.